Hey guys, welcome back. Last video we did Coca Mastery. Not Mastery. Yes, Mastery. We did Mastery. We definitely did not do that on a stream of randomness. No. We did Rarity Challenge for Coca. And now we gotta do another. And ironically enough, I have played today to finish off a Mastery. And well, we're gonna do that person's Mastery. Just like how it's their day. That's right, we're gonna go straight to Blot. No. Right off the back, I'm gonna say this now. I definitely prefer Showtime over Default or Vintage, but I'm just gonna stick with Vintage because kind of staple of the series. Anyways, we need Mime Makeup. This trinket makes it so if we fail a machine, it makes no sound, so no twisteds will be attracted. And when looking at his stat spread, that is very clearly a big boost. It kind of removes the need of us bringing Thinking Cap. Shame we're gonna bring Thinking Cap anyways, because we don't need speed. Yeah, go figure, Blot's fast. So, here we go. We have... We'll eventually get in. Anyways, what skin did you guys pick for the Care Bears event? I picked the Shelly skin, partly because the Claire and DX picked Astro and Shrimpo respectively, but also I wanted the Shelly skin, and it's very nice. I couldn't tell if I wanted Shelly or Astro's more, but I knew the Shrimpo one I actually couldn't care less about. So I do plan to get them all. Anyways, my ability is Blot Jr., allowing me to create, well, a Blot Jr. every 60 seconds, at the cost of 10 tapes. Blot Jr. has 1 stealth, and 1 HP. In other words, it's like get out of jail free card for if you have 3 sources. It can drag us out of a sticky situation. Now, how miserable are these skill checks again? Alright, Thinking Cap, never mind. Pure bliss. It's slow, but there is progress being made. This time they can't hear you. That implies that my makeup has a chance to prod. Interesting. Doesn't matter. Oh, that's the one with Cosmo. Yeah, these machines are actually going to go pretty slowly, and we do need to make it to floor 15. But thankfully that shouldn't be the hardest of goals. And this is just one of 5 different characters I'm going to be doing this week for Rarity Challenge, so yeah, we got plenty to do. And while yes, Blot's the first, we're gonna end off with my favorite tune of this category, because they're actually gonna be a slight challenge. But, hey, I won't reveal that until we are at the final 2. But I will give a hint on the next one. This character is the only other rare that I haven't done without any family connections at this point in time. That we know of, at least. If you guys know the lore, you should be able to identify which character that was. If not, you'll figure out next time. And as you see, we're already at 30 tapes. That's because we completed 2 machines and got spotted by both Twisteds, and I think I picked up an extra tape. So, as well. And Shrimpo and Cosmo merged together. That's wonderful. Right now we have 4 Blot Juniors ready in case of emergencies. Now Blot Junior does distract lethal Twisteds and actually has an interesting effect on Dial, resetting his timer like if he got a kill on the player, making Blot one of the best characters to bring during a Dial run. There you go, that's the fun fact. Also, I can't help but notice that Blot and Brusher were released back to back, with one being a paintbrush, the other being Ichor. Though paint was originally a theory on what Blot was. So, that's actually pretty interesting. Literally nothing to do with it, but still. Can I do this without running? No, I can't. Wait, in what universe was that a hit? Danny, really? This is what you do to me? Really? Damn. You're going to hell. Goodbye. Now, one thing nice about Blot is the fact that he's pretty fast. So, running machines won't be a problem. Well, I can guarantee we have a box on the floor. We have 70 tapes. That's 7 Blot Juniors at ready. Oh, so it is a chance. That is interesting. Now my question is, who's the other Twisted? Well, glad that was figured out quickly. Play like you got Dark Flesh even when you don't. Jawbreaker. Ooh. That could be fun. Almost missed the machine. Come on, there's 2 things you could buff. That was speed by the looks of it. Darn you, Jawbreaker. Now, what I find funny is, back to back, I've done characters that have tapes as a part of their ability, whether it's cost or the ability to grant back to back to back, sorry. We did GG, then Coca, then Blot. Okay, then. But yeah, all three of them require either give or take takes. So, pretty interesting. Real difficult. Okay, clearly I'm missing a machine. Hey, that's enough walking. We can start running. I've proven that I can outwalk these guys, so even if I run out of stam, I'm fine. It wasn't on the opposite side in here, was it? No. Oh, there it is. There we go. I know that the machines take a while. But frankly, it's proof. So. Okay, and I'm gonna have to take a look at my makeup's ability after this, just to double check it is what I think it is. This easily could have been a walk-only floor. Hopefully we could get banned or something. Now, the nice thing about Blot Jr. is they help counter blackouts. And the nice thing about Blot is they actually have immunity to the illness effect. One of 3 characters, with Connie and Flutter being the only other ones. And here we reserve our stamina for when we get spotted. Because, to be honest, I don't want to figure out what's on this floor. Oh, it's kind of good we got blackout because now I can kind of show off what I was talking about. With Blot Jr. kinda invalidating blackouts. At least to a minor extent. Now you can't help but notice that there is not a orb of red visible, so Brighton's probably not on the floor, too early for any of the mains, and that's about all we know information-wise about what twisted we have. Oh. Ah, we got Shrimpo. And Cosmo. Hey, throw one buddies. And now I have triple pop. Oh, that's a circle machine. Close. Yeah, just in general, it's gonna be close every time. Blot does not like circle machines. I don't think anyone heard it. Also, I love how we picked up the card to increase rare item drops. And we still have only gotten common and uncommon items. I know it's been one forever, but still. Honestly, knowing what threats are on the floor actually makes this like a 10 times easier floor. Because now I don't have to worry that there's a toddler sneaking up on me. It's hard enough to see him when it's not a blackout, and, well, blackouts only make it worse. And depending on if anything sees me, I may not be able to show off what I meant by Blot Jr. can invalid. Boom. Did I need to do that? No. But they figured I'd do it anyways. I think it'd be cool if there was a second set of master quests that gave another skin. That would be fun. Of course, it's going to be probably more difficult than the first set, so... yeah. But still, it's a cool idea. Wait, vintage Blot out yet? It's a vintage Blot, I think. It might not have been released yet. Hard to tell. Well, see, the only real way for me to be able to tell is if I drag someone on to play a normal Blot. Yo, that's an item we like to see. Jumper cables. Yeah, again, as you can see, because Blot skin and just has an inverted shirt and gloves between normal and vintage, so I completed 4 of these today. Cosmo's back with Russia. Okay. I'll save this one for last. No, I will not. That's a machine right next to the elevator. We love that. So the question is, do we get a main this run? How was I gonna say fun run? What the hell? No, I wasn't gonna drop the F-bomb, surprisingly. That's a brush I see. Now, thankfully, steers are a bit finicky in this game, so they're on your side. Until they're not, of course. I forgot, Brush is fast. I always forget Brush is fast. They're not too much faster, but they do feel faster, and that's the thing that throws me off. It's like if Pebble had broken ankles and ADHD. That's just Russia. Russia's a demon now, confirmed. I said their name and they appeared. Oh god, Russia's in your box, so I might have to use Blot Jr. to make it get away. Or I could hit 2 great skill checks. You know, that's also a very valid option. Then 2 good skill checks. Three good skill checks. One more? No. Damn. For those wondering what I am saving those fucking jumper cables for, it's for blackouts. Namely circle machines. I typically save gen completion items for blackouts. That's Blot, it's even more important that I save it for a circle machine so that no matter what, I'll be able to get decent. I can walk. Yep. I just did that. It was stupid, but I did it. Maybe a fast run? I mean, I think I'll be able to beat the last run's time of 2 hours. Though the all-rounder will be played third of all of the rares. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Giving another hint to the next character, saving which 2 will be last. Actually, you guys should be able to figure out the exact order I plan. Weird. Very difficult. Oh, Tech Savvy, I missed you. Okay. So, beforehand I was saying we might, now we have a solid chance. Because you see here, Tech Savvy makes it so that we take 5 seconds shorter to complete machines. That's a straight extraction speed boost. Yata and Boxton. I cannot walk Yata. Not without running shoes and dog plush. There we go. Next time medical attention or first aid shows up, I think we should take it, though. Because honestly, like, my makeup. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, we get a flat buff to our extraction speed because... Oh yeah, I was talking about next card should be healing. There shouldn't really be a situation where a card would be better than a healing card. Except maybe Electrician, but we skipped out on it for Tech Savvy for a reason. Electrician probably is the only other card I actually care about getting. After that... Okay. Ability cooldown will be nice. Scavenger Hunt. And Lost and Found would also be pretty decent. Could give bands or meds. But it can also give stealth candy, so... yeah. Though I learned today that it can also give bonbons. Oh, right there's the last machine. Okay. Big flower drop. Oh, that one didn't get big. Cool. Oh, that one got huge. I know I don't see that. I know I'm not seeing this right. Oh my god, I saw it right. Cool. So, scratch the medical attention. We now are looking for electrician. And also the light bulb one. Yeah, Teddy, you don't want to look over here. There's nothing over here. Good. Also, must it be said again by me? Fix the fucking collision. Oh, what twists are coming? I wonder. I can't. This legit is the map of the worst offense of that too. We just didn't get one of the machines. I mean, I take the smoke bomb here. Look, Valve is good, and thank you Danny for bringing it back, but it's not as good as a smoke bomb. Now I have 2 Galvadale 3 cards. And even 1's good, but getting 2 is nice. Ref back, I see 1. That's Louis. Oh. Did not know Louis was still on me. Well, we found 2 more. There really is only one thing that would really drag me down right now. And that's GG. Because Twisted GG is annoying. They steal your hard work for items and don't even give you anything as payment. They just fucking mug ya. Okay, Poppy most certainly should have heard that. Does my makeup proc dial? What about Dandy? Big questions. I forgot to do a machine. Louis, get away from the machine. That's an extraction speed candy. Now, Blot does have 3 stilts, which is really nice. Like, legit, they just moved his 1 extraction over to move speed and 2 skill check over to stamina. Why are they camping the machine? Oh, now it's time to complete this. Well, they both have officially pissed off. Oh no, Poppy and Louis are returning to this side of the map. Who would have seen that one coming? Oh my god, he's returning to that machine. And now Poppy's heading in. Actually, I don't know if we'll be able to beat the time of 2 hours. Because there's gonna be 2 floors where we have to complete 6 machines. With 3 twisteds on us. We may have the speed and stamina for it, but our extraction speed is low. Also, I knew you'd try that. There we go. Okay, so if you guys are playing this game, don't take piping tape. Trust me, it's not worth that. You're better off grabbing equity, penny pincher. Like, the only time you should get it is when it's literally the only option that won't be a straight negative. Like, that scraps. Yeah, like at full health, grabbing medical attention. Of course you won't take that. However, if you are at full HP and have the choice between medical attention, piping tape, and penny pincher, just take penny pincher. Because piping tape actually increases the odds of getting a black count in a weird way. Like, obviously not. The odds are still the same, but you're more likely to spin into the chance of getting a... That's huge. Okay. you're more likely to spin into the odds of just getting a Icar spill than you are a blackout. And you can just play the odds into your favor, like that. Wow. I should have hit right there in the corner right next to the sofa like this. Scraps would not have been able to hit that. Actually, you know what? I don't care if there's a blackout to next floor. I'm using these, Why am I not being able to think of their name? Cat jumper cables. Put simply, I cannot afford to get caught in this corner specifically. Not against Scraps or Goop. Now one thing I could do is actually, if I notice that Scraps sees me, and I actually act fast, is place down Blot Jr. Oh, buy me a second. Not too long, but long enough that I'll be able to survive because the range attack has 12-second cooldown. It's like 10 or 12. I believe it. I was told it was 12. So. That's Poppy. There's Scraps. Exactly who we were looking for. So we have 2 get off me tools right now. My makeup for the save. I honestly thought it was Poppy who saw me. Scraps did not hear the missed skill check. Okay, Scraps is deciding to piss off. Perfection. There we go. Well, that was a interesting floor. And Dandy with the goods. Holy, double smoke bomb. And jumper cables. Dandy with 2 good jobs in a row. That is extremely rare, actually. Hold on, what's going on? Are we actually gonna get a main? Oh. There we got a blackout fin. Okay, it's just Poppy tied up with him. That is extremely doable. Now, I'm really glad that I have my makeup, I'm not gonna lie. Because again, one skill check, even with thinking caps, one skill check on circle machine sucks. Doesn't matter how much you buff that. Like, seriously, I would love to see someone run Blot and do a circle machine with magnifying glass. Glass? What the hell? Magnifying glass and participation award. Because of Dead by Daylight, I'm learning to hold check spots in Dandy's world. What the hell? Yeah, that was the fin. And as you guys saw, that's impossible to see. Oh, we've been blessed. We have a window right here. Are those tapes? Those look like tapes. Well, for those who don't know what this is a glitch involving glass objects and smoke particles. Basically, you gain pseudo night vision like this. This works with anything glass, or if you're playing Tommy, smoke particles. My only guess on why it works is effect layering. And even then, that's not even a good guess. So, do I do hope Quill keeps in the game? It makes Blackouts a lot more manageable as Roger, who's already not really a good tune. Like, I get it, I'm going to be playing Roger as soon as the update drops. And I'm, of course, talking about the Halloween update here. However, I cannot say that Roger is a good tune. He's just effective at getting through events. I have 2 Gavjo free cards in my inventory and a Blot Jr. I think I can run. Once again, make it big. Once again, make it big. Why? Why does it become so big? Now, Blot actually does neutralize Finn's ability in the same way that it neutralizes Blackouts in general. That you could just Blot Jr. your problems away. Oh. Just like that. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot I had jumper cables. It looks like Blot, not Blot, Finn chose to go a different way, so I'm just gonna... Now what's really nice about this is say both Blot and Poppy are over at the exit gate when this pops. So, or the elevator. So, now I got that idea on mind. Well, okay. So say they are at the elevator. I can Blot Junior them away from the elevator. Right now, they target me, but one Blot Junior later and I'm safe. Like, Blot is the ultimate safety net. Give them. Okay, cool. So we are a lot more likely. By a lot, I mean maybe 2%. If you're like 2% more likely. But hey, healing is healing. I'm never gonna argue away good healing. Oh, right off the back, Brusha. And Shrimpo. Oh, cool, so Shrimpo chose to not pathfind here, but over elsewhere, we'd still know it was him. I see a cur for free. Okay. That's the machine right there, so I'll be able to do the machine behind me. Now, the nice thing about me doing this challenge and working on the masteries I don't have, which is every main, I can now really work on Sprout a lot more. I'm almost in Sprouts, ironically enough. Bathy is still the closest, with just needing a reach 420, but doing that solo is miserable. Which is why we're gonna do it. Honestly, I'll just see as a practice run if I choose to solo the Massey one. But I'd prefer to not have that extra little experience like that. Even though, like, the whole point of me doing vintage is just so I have proof that I have learned the character to a point that I can solo to the designated floor. Next week I should continue with the duo Rarity challenge. But yeah. I'm gonna spend this weekend busy. Oh, you're right there. How the hell? Wow. So I know it's already like a week away, but I mean not a week, but well, yeah, entire work week away, but still. I'm gonna have to do the event. I might stream myself doing the event, so if you want to go check me out, yeah. It's just in Firefox, just like YouTube here. So, well, not exactly like, because Twitch is Twitch and all, but still. I can tell that was Shrimpo. If it was Brusha, I would have been seen. But yeah. I might stream the event. But I do plan to, play Roger to get all the trinkets. and then play the characters for their masteries. I'm excited for Sylvester the most. Because I feel like he's gonna be slow and have low stealth like Shrimpo. Maybe a little faster, who knows. You can never tell with ghostly creatures. Like, taking one look at Blot, you'd never expect him to be one of the faster characters in the game. And yet, he has the second highest stat you can in speed, so... Oh no, so... While working on a machine right here, you can't see what's coming there. Of course, I'm playing, like, the one character that counters the nuance there, but, like, I get one of two. But the only other one is Connie. I shouldn't have to play a guessing game to survive. I'm trying to think of what Sylvester's ability might be. Because, like, obviously we have a week. And we don't know a lot about Sylvester. We know that he's Connie's brother. That's it. And we have no other information about Rebecca other than design and name. However, I do believe we can figure out Sylvester's ability if we are given an appropriate amount of time to try. Oh my god. Quit it. Yeah. I feel like his ability will be primarily a defensive one. Because, like, if we take a look at other tunes, we can actually see a huge pattern of what they are based off of being heavily influencing what their ability is. Of course, I'm not playing a good example of this. Oh my god. Be gone. So. And with Sylvester being a knight, a defensive ability makes sense. And as examples of what a character is influencing what their ability is, Pinata with a Yata, Pinatas tend to have candy in them, or other treats. So when Yata's hit, like a Pinata, she spits out candy. Actually, those other members of the circus troupe actually do provide a good example here. So, the other one, Louis, is a balloon. And as you pop the balloon, he becomes faster, and his head becomes more deflated. If we look over towards Connie, Connie's a ghost. and can turn invisible. We look over at Pebble. They're literally just a dog. Brushes back. Like, that's all they are. Box them, too. Okay. So, of course, fetch is referencing the command fetch to go retrieve an item. That's why they can see where every item is. And bark is literally Pebble barking. Because they're a dog. So for Sylvester to get a ability centralized around a defensive mechanic, it would make sense. So yeah, my theory is some form of guard ability that would allow Sylvester to be able to take a hit for free. Whether that is they don't take damage or protect someone else from getting hit by being able to take the damage. I don't know. But I feel like one of those two would be a very cool ability that Sylvester might have. Now, what would be really funny is if Sylvester was the main. In which case, he could have two abilities. One being the ability to take damage for a other tune, and the other one being once per floor, able to not take damage one time. With a passive and active, it could be pretty interesting. This could allow for a lot more unique approaches to a team setup as well. Does the speed ability? Absolutely not. I doubt they're even the main. They're probably the rare, actually. But being... well, yeah, no, I can actually see them being the uncommon as well. But I highly doubt that they go down lower than their sister. Now, I forgot whether Sylvester was the older sibling or not, or if it was even told. Which then leads to new questions about origin, and yeah. And also, Sylvester haunted armor or possessing a suit of armor? Because two vastly different things. While yes, both are reanimated armor, one's in the form of a possession, meaning Sylvester would be able to shift what he's possessing, and the other implies that however he became a ghost and came back was centralized around the armor itself, and his body is the armor and not a ghost possessing the armor. So yeah. Now, because Tony's brother, I do believe it's the first one where it's possession and not literally being the suit of armor, but you can never really know. Also, I feel like he will be adding on to the list that will be able to have a glow in the dark, but I don't feel like he'll be able to ignore the ichor slaps and still be able to gain illness. I mean, if Connie can still be hit, what's stopping her from gaining illness from the ichor has to be floating, which Sylvester clearly isn't.
So, yeah. Overall, I think their ability will be a defensive ability to help other teams survive more, or to give him a tiny bit extra survivability, but nothing too major. That's why I think maybe being able to take one extra hit per floor for free. Though, you can, again, never really know. There's also the idea of being able to stun the Twisteds with a sword. They are a suit of armor, and suits of armor tend to have a sword to back them up. And also, as much as I would love to do times up and show the interaction, no, I'm not doing this game. It's not even going to be Dial that kills me, it'll be one of the commons. Eckerspill and also time to show. As you see, I am standing dead center of the Eckerspill, but yet no illness. I do still get slowed, and that's a Louis, that's one of our two. You don't get a third till floor 11. Not 11, 13, bro. Also time where we get an extra machine. Now we did get one of these smaller maps. Who are you? Tisha. Okay, I like that. Okay. Nice secluded treadmill. But yeah. That's my thoughts on Sylvester. Them being, you know, dead and alive. Now, I have wanted to see if Rebecca makes a reference to the Graveyard, a pressure Halloween event from maybe, I don't know when it happened. I'm not going to give a estimate because I wasn't part of its big drop. Like, I made a video of me and Eclair playing the Graveyard for the first time, and I plan to continue that, but yeah. As of right now, we haven't scheduled or planned ahead of when we'll do the next attempts at it, but we do plan on continuing it. Till then, it's probably best if I do some pressure videos, though. Also, nah, let's leave it as a surprise. Louis, what were you standing on, buddy? Bud, I told you, you need to stop trying to climb the terrain. I swear, it's always Louis finding the weird stuff. Oh, Louis, buddy, how are you doing, mate? Machine. Hi, Louis. One sec, I need to find the last machine real quick, just so I understand where everything is. No clue where the last machine is. Oh, it's right there, actually. Yeah. Hopefully we also get a little bit more news about the event. Maybe Rebecca's ability as well, that would be pretty cool. Honestly, like, there's pretty much nothing we can really guess about Rebecca's ability. Because there's so much you could toss in with a skeleton, like, it could be enhanced speed because it's just a skeleton. They don't have any other weight of the body. It could be a bad ability, like how Shrimpo has decreased stealth with durability. They could make it so that no food items give an effect, making Rebecca more of a challenge character suddenly, and very suitable for the common role. Now we do also know one more character. We may not know what they are, but we do know of one more character. This is because of Dial's gossip about Toodles, where there is an extra child tune. However, they are exclusive to Halloween season. And with the currencies, to my knowledge, being the pumpkins, there is a high likelihood that, and well, we already have a skeleton, a small skid and pump reference probably won't be showing up as I put on the bingo card. Of course I didn't actually make a bingo card, but you get the point. Of the last two characters, I have a feeling that one should be a vampire type character, and maybe we can have the child creature from Trick or Treat be referenced with the child tune. There's many options, though. Like, vampire is, of course, like one of the first things that pop in my head because vampires are one of the most iconic. I actually want to do a small little series talking about iconic horror creatures, but of course there's no content to toss over it. Well, you want to, like, just yeah, I doubt y'all want to see just a black screen. Clearly I'll have to figure something out. Who knows, when I do it, I might just find games that fit. I'm sure I can find something. Did I hear a sound effect? Oh yes, it was another Icar spell, okay. We already know there's a Yatta. We dealing with a Roger scenario, or is there an actual other tune? We might have an R&D Roger scenario where we only have one tune to really worry about wandering the floors. Oh, I was kinda right. And also, but no, wait. First off, capsule. Second off, it's my boy. One sec. We must give him the child. The thumbnail is complete. Okay. I'm happy we got the thumbnail moment. And in a way I was right about it being a stationary thing. It's just less stationary than I originally thought. Okay. I'm trying to think, like, what else is there to talk about? Like, of course, like, I'm gonna have to keep trying to think of new things. And I think, like, maybe I can... My makeup OP. Seriously, make it easier to get. It'll make mastery for so many characters 10 times easier. Oh yeah, I have to think about what to talk about throughout so many more episodes. I mean, if it's bad now, think about 5 more floors I'll have to deal with. I love how I said that like it's a freaking chore. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy just being able to just talk and be myself while recording. But at the same time, like, eventually you run out of things to talk about. And while I'm far from that point, like, staying on topic, that is a different subject there. So yeah. I mean, I guess I could talk about the creatures. Now I could talk about other games, other plans. Because after like so much. Yeah, it's good to see me. If we just grabbed that cap, so we would have known there was a blot on the floor. That's actually hilarious. Yo, wait, we broke 2,000 Nicker. That's amazing. That's enough to buy the Halloween main. My makeup really OP. Now, actually yeah, let's talk about Duo real quick. Duo will actually be a lot different when it comes down to characters like Blot, characters like Yata, like characters that can fill multiple roles. This is of course going to be like really different. Of course one of us will be needing to play as a distractor. However, like, who says both of us need to? Like, so far we've had DX carry us to floor 10. I carry us to floor 8. But like, imagine once we get to like Yada, who we plan to do much earlier than I did. Like, how much easier it'll be if only one of us needs to extract. And the other chooses to distract the Twisteds. What about Louis? What about once we get to Pebble? Or Bassi? And need to go to 45. And like, that's the interesting thing, like, suddenly, like, every character has an ability again, as well. Like, in this challenge, multiple mains won't have an ability to work with. Oh my god. Okay, I knew that was risky, I don't know why I tried it. But the thing is, like, that's the interesting part. Like, we added an extra person. Of course it's gonna get easier, but by adding extra floors, it also becomes harder. Add in the restriction, we can't copy each other's trinkets, and it becomes even harder. And that's kind of the interesting thing to me. Because, like, it adds room for us to strategize and plan ahead. We're actually planning on doing the characters in a certain order. Once we get through Box, then in Exen, And then whatever the Halloween common is, we plan to do some of the easy characters and leave the more difficult ones for last. Hey, Shrimpo. I was indirectly talking about you. Yeah. Well, I did Shrimpo first solo. I'll be doing Shrimpo last from this point on with the other series that follow this one. Because Shrimpo is the hardest character. You could say he's the final boss of the challenge, even for commons. But once we get to 8 people and have to go to 440, with everyone running Shrimpo bricks, that's gonna be the difficult part. That's if we ever get to 8 people. Like, of course it's possible, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it will be extremely, extremely annoying. Also, I just realized, we have another person we have to look out for. It's floor 13. Meaning Shrimpo and Tisha here are being brought along with one other person. Oh, it's Roger. So it's a 2-twisted floor again. Yeah, I find it funny that the uncommon ones have probably the most free characters. Because think about it. Connie, Artie, and Roger all are very easy to counter. I mean, yes, they have Tegan and Toodles, 2 of the more annoying ones. But at the same time, how am I supposed to say that the uncommons have the hardest twisteds when they have R&D, which at worst is a nuisance? Connie, again, at worst a nuisance, and Roger a non-problem. Add everything up, and they have 3 of the easiest characters. Like, Finn's annoying with his slow, but by himself, he's pretty damn easy to deal with. Being, I think, slower than Shrimpo. So, yeah. Overall, like, commons have the ones that kill you the most. Rares have all abilities. Don't believe me, think about every rare in the game. And you'll realize I am right. Every rare has an ability. An active ability, I should say. Every main is losing a heart but gaining both a passive and an active. So the uncommon thing is they have the most free tunes. Like, seriously. I plan to do a little series I want to call Tune Hunt, which would be similar to Chapter Hunt, where I have to hunt down my counterpart. Blot OP. Now give me more tapes. But yeah. That series should... I should actually start somewhat soon. Shrimpo not hearing that was utter bullshit. Okay, I know Shrimpo was like right next to it there, I believe, so... The hell. Okay, there we go. And we're full health again, which is really nice. I think the next ability I want to grab is probably Suppression. In case we get Pebble on one of the next 2 floors. Like, obviously we're going to be able to outrun him. You just need 3 stars to be equal speed. What's with Danny having good stock? I'm scared. Guys, pick me up, I'm scared. like, seriously, why do you have decent stock? All 3 of those items were at least half good. What? Where's all the gumdrops? Where's all the jawbreakers? All the stealth candies you love giving? So we have a Brightney on our hands. We have a Brusha. Yes, I am well aware there's a Brightney on the loose. But there's a... Oh, the last one's Tisha. Okay, nothing terrifying. Oh yeah, that was the only other one I was missing. And even then, like... That just further proves my point. I forgot that Brightney existed until this floor. Like, I'm sorry, I love Brightney. Truly, I do. Like, they're a cool idea behind Twisted, behind the tune. Like, everything's cool. Right there's Brightney. And that's the weakness. I don't need to see them to know where they are. Like, that's a really good thing. Especially for newer players who got blackout because of Brightney. But at the same time, like, they're just so free in a blackout. Like, it's easier to find them in a blackout than in an actual run when they fail their ability. Like I said, get them for 1 or 2, you're gonna have a nightmare finding them. But the second they give you that floor 3 blackout, yeah, no, you find them quickly. Like, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, but... Wait. Some person actually took the time to model the inside of this car. And I never know. Okay, respect to whoever modeled this car. They could have just made the windows really tinted, and we will have never known. But no, like you can see it here, like full on rendered. Oh, that was Tisha. No, it was the other white hair. Oh my god. Oh, god damn it. You know what? Take that. Now, I will say that there's one interaction I'm glad I'm not being able to show you guys. And like, as much as I hate to say it, it's a good thing. For me, that is. But not for you guys. You aren't getting the slight extra content. I don't know where I am. Oh my fucking god, Tisha. She's cleaning up where I got hit. Notice how she's not sprinting towards me? That means she didn't get enraged by me failing that skill check. What the fuck is my makeup on? I should have brought frickin'... No, the circle machine would have been a pain without. Without thinking cap, yeah. So. Oh my god. Really? Whoa. Okay, kinda on me for not using eject button in a more optimal location. But seriously? Increases your base speed by 45. And your base stealth. Yeah, for those who don't know, on the wiki, it's wrong. It lies to you. Wait. Wait a second. Hi, Brightney. So, well, it does know how to make boxes have camera collision. I will remember this. invisible. So yeah, this has been a fun floor. I've learned that Quill does actually know how to give collision to objects. Brusha and Tisha both have been stupid. Tisha's been deaf. Brittany reminded me of her existence. And I've used all my items and still am one heart short of where I was prior. Give me medical attention. Okay, last floor. Do we get a main? You know, I asked for medical attention, but I'll take the alternative of first aid. And also spark plug if it was like tapes or whatever. I would have preferred spark plug. But I want to go into this for 52 Blot Juniors ready to be made. Did you get a main? Well, I can tell you that 2 mains definitely didn't show up. Though Yatamo certainly did. Yo, easiest main. For people who enjoy Twisted Sprout, I'm sorry, but he really is like the easiest main ever. Oh, that's who number 3 is. Boxing, cool. I know all of my opponents now. And I'm not scared about any of them. Dude, it's nice that we finally got the Sprout. What is that now? Astro, 2 Pebbles, and a Sprout? It took me standing still for Sprout to have a chance. Wild. No. Sprout, quit it. I won't be able to do that machine now. It's levitating. Nobody wants me to do this dang machine. I swear, every time. I swear. I don't know if this is gonna be better or worse than, No, it's gonna end better, it's gonna end better. And I know this because it's not Warehouse. I swear, Warehouse is probably the most difficult map for survival. Okay. What? I mean, if I die at the very end, that would be comedy. I mean, like, right now I still have 2 floors to go, so... Like, I don't plan to exclusively post successes. Take that Boxton episode for the duo run, but seriously. Wait. Well, we know where the last 3 are, so this floor should be... Oh, right, no, this is the last floor. For some reason, I thought we had 1 more floor to go. You know, ironically, this has been the only main to actually land a hit on me. Since the Poppy video, and that's because I got floor 6. Pebble, so I was purposely gonna end it there anyways. So, yeah. Oh my god, my lighting. We might actually beat the 2-hour mark. And the last machine is just about over. Pulling an end to Blot. You know, ending on 1 heart, not exactly on the bingo chart, but... Time to leave. Goodbye, Mini-Me. Yes, Blot, it is over. And we buy out Dandy Shop. Thank you all for watching. It's been one hell of a time. Honestly, it was a lot going on here. A lot once here. We have all of the fact we got another main is amazing.
speed. Sprout again. Take me, Sprout. And we died to Sprout. Making it my second main I actually died to. Of course, we won anyways. On both sides. Oh, it was a Ichor pool again as well. So we got pretty much this. We got the same floor, same main, same. Just different event. The heck is that? We got Toodles, Tisha, and Sprout though. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see you when we do our next character. Goodbye.